Besides, I probably would have further injured my ailing thumbnail.
Believing the environment was too hard to handle, his parents moved the family to the Northwest. A friend had moved to Seattle, Washington years back, and Ultimate Sports Guy's parents decided to give it a try. A move to Seattle and a laboring injury didn't stop Ultimate Sports Guy for long. 3 years after the injury and a move, Ultimate Sports Guy was back in the game.
Now, Carl Lester didn't miss a beat. He was out there every day trying to play on every single team he could. And although he wasn't necessarily officially on all the teams, he was out there practicing every single day, and he was standing on the sidelines with all the teams.
Once Ultimate Sports Guy graduated high school, he strived to become something more than just one of the most enthused sports athletes ever. He wanted to shift some of his attention to being a fan. When Ultimate Sports Guy wasn't involved in a sport, he began attending games daily. He couldn't be missed in the crowd. His yell echoed the venue, and his superfan clothing didn't come sneaking up on anybody.
You know, nothing could stop his intensity. Nothing. I mean, most of the games that the Ultimate Sports Guy attended were determined whether he brought his A game from the stands or not. I mean, this guy was a game changer.
In 2000, another change shocked Ultimate Sports Guy's life. The Seattle Mariners decided to deal Ken Griffey Jr. to the Reds for center fielder Mike Cameron, pitcher Brent Tomoko, third baseman Antonio Perez, and the ever-coveted Jake Meyers. Ultimate Sports Guy was again crushed for weeks. Space Jam was again prevalent in his life.
Now that was another tough experience for Carl Lester, but one to learn from nonetheless. And yet, when he finally came out of the sports den, that's what his mother and I used to call his room, he seemed like he was more determined than ever to get back into sports. From that point on, he began to flourish in a different variety of athletics.
Ultimate Sports Guy was back. Bowling leagues, pool halls, softball leagues, all of those contributed to his list of 59 sports being played in one season. For the next 5 years, he continued to partake in hundreds of leagues a year. He was known around the Northwest as the Sports Guy. Then, during a self-called press conference, the Sports Guy officially added Ultimate to the beginning of his name.
Yeah, I thought it was necessary. Because even if my bimbo, blonde-haired, silly cheerleading girlfriend had more shot attempts than him, he ultimately knew and played every sport. He was the ultimate sports guy.
I mean, I guess I just got to where I was today by just watching, studying, and playing every single sport. I think my goal is to increase my sports knowledge, increase my sports participation, and also widen the different sports that I play. Now, I know that there are more sports out there that get no respect. I mean, there's so much more to be offered. I know the Ultimate Sports Guy must keep his title and devote his life to the most important thing on planet Earth: sports.
Sports is my middle name, fools.